Yo, what's up, traders? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk about my bread and butter, basically. It's areas of interest, basically support and resistance. It's the main confluence I've used to become profitable. I've been profitable for over 2 years now, and this is my number one, like by far, easily. Doji candles are my favorite candlestick, but this is my favorite confluence. So today I'm going to teach you how to draw them up, how to use them, how to basically set your stop loss, where to set your TP, and yeah, I think it's a really nice confluence to use because it will really become very easy, very fast, and it's you can trade it basically on every time frame. You can trade it like on any pair, on pretty much anything that has a graph. You can pretty much trade it because support and resistance areas will be everywhere. Um, so yeah, it will be good for people that like the lower time frame or the bigger time frame, or someone who likes to trade gold or whatever. So that's something I really like. So I've recently tested it a little bit on the lower time frames, and we made 53% win rate we've hit, and we've hit 51% profit, and that's only in the course of 1 month. So the results were really crazy. Um, so yeah, I want to go over those. I want to showcase what I did and how you can sort of replicate it. If you like this sort of content, leaving a like, subscribe, comments, very much appreciated. We've done testing, or I've done the testing on AUD USD. Basically, how it works, an area of interest is an area where price responds from, as you can see, reacts from. So if you can see here, a lot of respected touches. So here it acts as support, 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 price bounces off like really hard. And then whenever it gets under, oftentimes it will act as resistance. So whenever it's above, it will act as support. Whenever it's under, it will act as resistance. So um, as you can see here, I've marked up the area. And as soon as you sort of identify the area, you can look for the trades, right? And something that you like is good to use is just simple rejection candlestick. So a doji candlestick or an engulfing candlestick or like a hammer or anything that's, a little bit wicky is good in a way. So here I entered of the rejection candle, went for 2x and lost, right? Because the price above, I went for a buy. So, but then as price went under the area, I actually was interested in shorts. Also broke structure, but yeah. Um, so basically it broke under, and oftentimes it will act as resistance. Then it will retest and act as resistance. So what you can do is you can place your stop loss like above the area, but sometimes I'm a little bit greedy and I place it if the candlestick is strong and I don't expect it to, you know, um, be basically wicked over or whatever. If I expect that to be the reaction, basically, I tend to enter. Maybe I've entered on the. Oh, it's always annoying when you jump time frames. So let's get. Where is it? Okay, I need to go all the way back. Um, that's always annoying whenever you're sort of already in the replay. So I'll just stay in the 15 minutes. I might have entered on the 5 minutes. But yeah, this was a really nice trade. I actually went with trailing stop loss. So what you do is you basically trail the structure. So you tighten your stop loss above the structure. So whenever price was like when price was here, you would have had your stop loss above it with a little bit of room. Then structure broke, and yeah, you sort of place your stop loss around here. Price broke again, and I chose to lower the stop loss to like around here, like where the TP is at. Um, Later on, um, I will go more for 3R statics. Like I think I started a little bit here. So let's go for another area just to showcase. We've noticed some rejections here, right? Like you can see it's clearly on the line chart as well, where we have some rejections, and then we had a rejection here. So what we basically noticed is, okay, there's potentially this is a strong area, This is a strong area. And what I did was I entered, um, and I entered off the area, stop loss under it, and TP on like basically 80% of the rejection. And let's see, like I entered 2 times here, lost 2 trades, but like losing trades is fine if you make 5x on one trade or like even 3x on one trade. You don't need to win every trade. That's the beauty of it. If you go for 3R, you only need to win 25% of your trades to be break even. Anything above it, you will be profitable. So these red boxes are, by the way, Asia session. I don't really like it. So there are some losses here. So as you can see, I've just marked up some areas that I like. And whenever price is reaching them, I tend to enter. Stop loss pretty tight. So sometimes you get stopped out, but it makes your risk reward ratio a lot higher. So for instance, we've got stopped out here once, and then we re-entered because it reached the area again, rejection candle, and then we hit the 3.5x, targeting the area above it. So that's sort of, you get actually 2.5x profit. As we can see here, this area was well respected, right? Like we took buys of it. So then as soon as price is under it, we actually go for a short. So price was under, it broke through and it retested. So we went for a short, nice little 3x again. And then we use the same area here, but yeah, sometimes it's a loss. And here we used as a buy because price is above it. So here it acts as support, here it acts as resistance. And yeah, sometimes you lose some trades, but that's sort of part of the game. And then we use the same area once again for a short whenever it was under, and we got the 3x, right? So it's like the same area is basically used so many times. Like here again, we used it for a short and we took a win. Then this area, like the one we've identified here, I think we've probably used it before, like a few times as well. Yeah, as you can see, we use it here for a buy, but then the same area we've used for a short here after this rejection candle, we used it for a short, and yeah, sadly we went for a little bit too big of a risk reward ratio, but we actually took 2 losses here, 3 losses. But then the next one is a really nice trade where I think I just exited around this area for like 3 or 4x, because yeah, Asia session was coming. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. Maybe I'm going through it a little bit fast, but basically what you'll notice over time is where you'll just notice certain areas where price bounces off from, which price responds. Like this was basically like a ranging area, right? Between like it's a ranging zone between like this and the bottom area and the top area, right? But you had little respected areas in between on the lower time frame. So basically I've used these lower time frame areas to sort of target sometimes the top of the range, sometimes the bottom of the range, and sometimes anything in between. But that's, yeah, that like trading that way works really well for me because like I know where to place my stop loss, I know where to place my TP, and I don't need a high win rate. And that's very, very chill. You can make it a lot more higher win rate by just having a bigger stop loss and like targeting 1 RR, for instance, or maybe 2 RR. That will heighten the win rate. And also you can only go for like trades that are on a really strong level, like not semi-strong. Over time you'll notice like whenever price has like the biggest reaction from somewhere, and it had that multiple times, then that area is stronger than an area that had like a little bit weaker reactions or fewer reactions. So, and also the higher time frame, I find the areas to be a little bit more respected. But recently traded a lower time frame, and there are very well respected areas in there as well. Just overall, I think a strong area on the 4 hour time frame is, for instance, a little bit stronger than a strong area on the 5 minute time frame. But yeah, I hope this makes sense. It's just very simple. You can look back at the graph and you can find the areas fairly fast. You can use the like the line chart to sort of, because it uses body closers as like the decider, you know. Um, so yeah, I hope this was helpful in any way. This is basically the one thing I use in my trading a lot. If there's an area of interest, it gives me like a place where to place my stop loss, and I just have a lot more confidence in the trade. So yeah, I hope this was informative. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.